What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. And today, guys, I have a special guest with me today, and that is my buddy Matt. He is one of my longest fishing buddies. I don't know if a lot of y'all know this about me, but a lot of my friends growing up just were not interested in fishing at all. So Matt is one of my long time friends who's always been into bass fishing. Check out this fire shirt, guys, by the way. Look at this.
For the brand.
We got the bass, we got some rods on there. That shirt is something else. But today we're at a little pond here in Charlotte, and we're just gonna be doing a little pond hopping. We got this one pond right here, one pond up there, and I fished here one other time, and I think a video probably like a month ago or something like that. And my very first cast, guys, I actually caught a nice like 3.5 pounder right down that line. That's the only time I've ever fished this pond. Then I caught a few other really nice fish right after that and missed another pretty solid one. Oh, Matt's on. There we go. That didn't take too long. He got himself a little dinker. Nice little 10-ounce bass, double digit.
Oh, that's a perfect hook set though.
Well, it looks like they're biting. Matt just smacked that one on the chatterbait. It was just a little guy to get started. But we're just gonna come out here and fish today. I really have a good feeling that there might be some solid bass in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab something out of this pile of madness right here. We brought way too many rods to fish this area, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick something up, explain to y'all what I'm doing, and hopefully catch us a nice one. Okay, let's see what we're gonna go with first. You know, last time I used the Whopper Plopper. I think I'm gonna start out with that again, especially since it's like 7:30 this morning. Might as well try a little top water while it's probably gonna work for me. Make sure I get this rod all dialed in. I have no clue what I had on here last. I just tied this Whopper Plopper on at the car. Let me make sure this thing is ready to go. Let's go ahead and fire this thing down this bank. Let's see if I can repeat the first cast wonder, same as last time. It's right about here. I don't know if that's like a popular spot for these fish to hang out in here or not, but I'm gonna try. Nothing on that first cast. Well, no luck on those few casts down that bank with the Whopper Plopper, so I grabbed a few of my rods. And I'm gonna zoom over here, try to fish this corner with a few different things, see if I can't pull one out and get my day started with a nice little bass. Gonna stick with the little Whopper Plopper I got going on right here, just to see if I can't get one fish over here with this. I'd really like to start off the day with a nice little topwater bite, but if I don't have any luck with this, I'll probably switch over to that little crawl I got tied on to my other rod. I also got a little spinnerbait tied on as well, and see if one of those might stir something up for me. I definitely think I should be able to pick off a few fish, especially with that crawl in here. Hey, Matt is hooking up over there. He is 3-1 right now. He's caught, I'm just 3-0. I haven't caught one yet. He is showing me up, but he's caught a bunch of dinks. So all I need is one good fish to get back in the race, at least for weight. He's been sticking them over there with that little chatterbait. So I think I'm gonna take this topwater and put it on here for a minute and go ahead and grab this right here. Oh, I got one, guys. There we go. Oh, gosh, I lost him, man. It was just a little tiny dink right there. Probably not even half a pound. Probably couldn't even get this thing all the way to his mouth for the most part. Oh, there's a bite. There we go. There we go, guys. Oh, first fish of the morning for me that we're gonna get on the bank. And that is the best one that we have gotten so far. Matt's caught 3, and I think all 3 of his might combine to weigh as much as this guy. He's got some ultra little dinks, but that is a quality little bass right there. One that I would say is probably right over a pound. Solid little pond fish. Good God, man, that thing was pinned in there good. But hey, glad to get a fish in my hands finally this morning. Took me a second, probably took me about 20 minutes or so to catch this little guy. We were figuring these fish out though. As soon as I switched over to that crawl, I instantly started getting results. There she goes. Yes, man, yes. Love getting me a nice little fish in the morning. Well, that guy ripped up my little creature bait a good bit right here. I think I might be able to salvage it. Let me bite the tip off. Yeah, I think I can definitely get at least one more fish out of this thing. Go ahead and put this little sucker back in there and get this thing rigged up. There she goes. It's a little pro tip, guys. I don't know, I mean, it's probably pretty obvious to most of y'all, but if you have a little soft plastic and it like rips out of the top right here, like when you Texas rig it, like it rips the soft plastic up, just bite the first little bit of it off and then re-stick it back in there, and then you'll be ready to go. Just shorten your bait just a tad bit, you'll get a little bit more use out of it, save yourself some dollars. But let's get back in there and see if we can't find another. This is Abu's new rod that they haven't come out yet.
This is?
Yeah. It's like their new it's like 175 bucks for the reel, but that thing's freaking smooth. Zoom in.
There's something about reels like these, but when you hold them, you're just like, I'm better at fishing.
Yeah.
So like if you have a car,
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I think I got one, guys. Yeah, I definitely got one. There we go. There we go. Second fish of the day. I think it's a little bit smaller than that first guy. He was coming right at me though as soon as he picked that sucker up. Come here, bud. Got him. Oh, gosh, goodness, I almost dropped him. Got him hooked right there at the top of the mouth though. Let me go ahead and get that little sucker out of there, and he took my crawl with him. So let me go ahead and put this little guy right back in here and grab another one out of my bag. Bring this little bag with me when I go pond hopping instead of like bringing a big tackle box. Matt's got his whole bag over there, but I usually just grab a little bag and I just put some like assorted little things in here that I like to use. And I need to find my creature bait soft plastic bag that I stuck in here. If I can even get it out. There we go. Gosh, that was a lot more of a headache than I wanted it to be, but that looks like a good little creature bait right there. I'm gonna toss that sucker back in my bag, throw it back on my back, and I think we are ready to roll. I should probably just put a few of these little crawls in my pocket because I'm probably gonna go through quite a few of them because they seem to be munching this thing pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie. I've only had it on for a few casts, and like literally I feel like 50% of the casts I'm at least getting some kind of little nibble by some sort of small fish. Oh God, I got hammered right there. I just got absolutely just clobbered. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get back in there. I don't know if I got a piece of that fish or not. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one, guys. That's the best one yet. No, it came off. Oh no. You gotta be joking me. That was a good one, guys. That one was at least 3 pounds, at least. Well, that soft plastic is shot. Time to dive back into my little bag. I'm gonna actually put a few in my pocket just so I have them because I know I'm gonna keep ripping through them. Got a variety of just different brands. I just got a big old cluster of just random goodies in here. Let me just grab a few though. Got like 5 or 6, just gonna toss those in my pocket, put this back in the bag, and we are ready to go. I am not quite sure how that hook came out right there. I mean, I really gave it to him right there with that hook set. That hook didn't bend out or anything. I'm not really sure what happened there, but I hope I get another bite like that, guys. That was what I was looking for. There we go. That little small one wasn't getting away from me there. These are the little pecker heads that keep on making me miss fish right here. They're biting my baits. They're grabbing them. I know it's a bite because they're little pecker heads and they just peck at it because that's why they're pecker heads. And then I miss them because they can't even get the freaking bait in their mouth. But this guy pooped all over my hand, so that's great. Thanks, bud. Thank you, bud. Really appreciate that one. Oh goodness, man. I'll take the small fish but I'm trying to catch bass that'll eat bass twice the size of that guy. Hi guys.
How are you?
Doing good.
Better now
Got
that we
two
get
big
to see
sweethearts
you guys.
right here. Gonna go ahead and switch over to this spinnerbait here for a minute. My buddy Matt, he just had to leave, so I'm just rolling solo now. He probably caught like, I don't know, 2 or 3 little small ones, and I have caught 3 so far. Missed a really good one and missed a few other little peckerheads, so it is going smooth so far. We haven't been out here like too incredibly long. Like, they're definitely biting. It's just trying to get those bigger ones to commit. The little small ones are giving me a headache right now because I'm just like keep feeling like I'm missing a bunch of fish, but I know they're just like tiny little bass who like might be able to get that bait in their mouth. So when I'm fishing a spinnerbait, guys, there's pretty much 3 primary things that I like to do with it. I mean, there's so many ways you can fish it, but these are the 3 main things that I like to do. The first is just slow roll it, like reel it as slow as you can with those blades still turning. That's usually going to be for like a more finicky bite where those fish really are kind of lethargic and not wanting to bite much. The second is I'll cast it out there and I will just kind of vary my retrieve, like actually how fast I'm reeling it, but I'll just reel it at a certain speed and then I'll pop it. I'll just kind of make that thing flutter, be erratic, either 1 pop, 2 pops. I'll just kind of mix it up. Want that thing to kind of be as erratic as possible, and that does a lot of work for me. And my third thing, final thing, is I'll cast it on out there. I'll start to reel it and then I'll pause it. I'll let that thing pause and then I'll start it back up and then pause again and start it back up. And what those fish will either do is they're either gonna hit it the second it pauses or they're gonna hit it the second it starts moving again. It's usually gonna be one of the 2. I mean, yes, they'll definitely hit it still when it's just kind of like cruising along, but 90% of your bites, these fish are gonna come up behind that thing, they're gonna follow it, and they're just waiting for it to do something. So they're either gonna react to it falling, or it's gonna fall, they're gonna nose down on it, and then you're gonna start it up again, and they're just gonna hammer it because they don't wanna miss that feeding opportunity. So that is a great way to catch a few fish on the spinnerbait, but I'm gonna keep working this edge, keep casting out in the middle a little bit, see if I can't figure these fish out with this thing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this little spinnerbait up. I'm not really having much luck on it, but I do wanna say like one thing before I put it up. A good way to kind of cover a pond with a moving bait when you're out here casting around, especially from the bank, is just a fan cast. So cast like down the line, then cast a little bit farther out, then a little bit farther out, then a little bit farther out. Most ponds are gonna just be flat all the way across the bottom. They're not gonna have much contour. They're not gonna have much depth to them. So these fish, they'll kind of spread out all over the place, unlike a big body of water where there's a lot of contour lines, where there's a lot of structure. So that makes sure you cover like every little square inch with the moving bait that you're throwing. And hopefully by doing that, you'll find a few areas where those fish might kind of stack up from time to time, and you can kind of target those areas next time you come back out. Well, it has been a minute since we fished this little section where I got started at over here, and this spot, it just seems to be the best out of these 2 little ponds. I've only fished them, like I said, this is my 2nd time fishing, but I've fished it kind of thoroughly, and this just seems to be the spot. There seems to be a lot of fish hanging out over here, so I'm gonna throw this square bill around, see what I can't stir up, see if there isn't another good fish hanging out around here like that one that I missed. Definitely have some hard bottom over here. That might be why these fish are hanging out over here a little bit more. I'm running this square bill, I can really feel it hitting the bottom pretty tough. So that's probably definitely playing a factor on why these fish are kind of hanging out over here versus other areas of this pond. It's also like the deeper end, I believe, as well. There we go. Oh, yes. There's another little fish. Gosh, I gotta get a little bit better than these squeaks have been going downhill since I started with size. But another one on the crawl. They just do not seem to want a moving bait right now. I threw that crank a lot. I threw that spinnerbait a lot. I've even thrown that whopper plopper a good bit, and they just do not want to bite anything that isn't just crawling as slow as I can on the bottom for some reason. So I think I might just have to stick to that probably the rest of the video. I'm gonna keep trying a few things in a few specific places, but like honestly guys, they just do not want to bite that stuff. But they do seem to be highly interested in this crawl, which is good. So I guess don't fix what's not broken. Do me a favor guys, if y'all are out fishing and you see a bunch of line dangling somewhere, laying out somewhere that someone just left behind, just pick it up for me and take your hands like this and just crumple it into a nice little ball. Stick it in your pocket. Keep the environment clean. There's bite. Dude, oh no, my drag slip. I know y'all heard that. I know y'all stinking heard that. Oh my God, how did it get loose? I've checked it like 3 times. Dang it. Guess all I can do is get back in there. I was just really pulling this thing slow over the top of some structure that I was feeling there on the bottom. It's really hard. There's either some like concrete, because there's this like spillway or something right here, or just some kind of hard material, and I pulled it over the top and it got cracked. And then my drag slipped. Now I'm snagged. We're going downhill quick. We're going downhill real quick, guys. Oh, I swear, guys, it's just one of those days where everything that can go wrong is going wrong. But one thing I will say about those days, those always seem to be the days where I end up catching some of the biggest fish of my life when it comes to bass fishing, especially. Like, I'll have these days where I'm just missing fish, snapping off. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong, and it's just not going my way. I'm having a bad day. Everybody has them. And then finally, after a long day of struggling, I finally crack back into that fish that I've been chasing for a long time, like a 7, 8, 9, 10 pounder. Just some of the biggest fish that I've ever caught have come on those days. But I do want to quickly show y'all a good example of one of those days where I did end up catching a giant bass. I was actually fishing with Noah earlier this year, and I ended up catching my biggest bass of the year on a day just like this, where just everything was going wrong. I was fishing with these like little soft plastic turtles. I had never fished with them before, so I was kind of like trying to figure out how to rig them up, and I originally had them like Texas rigged with the bullet weight, which was just not how it needed to be done. But when I had it rigged like that, I missed, I cannot tell you how many fish, probably like 15 or 20 before I finally caught one. It was like literally one of the worst hookup ratios I've ever had when I was fishing. It was so bad. But like after a long day of struggling, finally I tossed that sucker out there, reeled it back in, and I mean, to my disbelief, a giant bass, a big old 8.5 pounder, smacked it. I'll roll the clip real quick.
That's what I saw.
I think that's a big one.
That's a giant. I'm gonna have to help you.
I think that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Dude, big.
Calm down.
Big.
Got one up for you.
Big.
Giant fish.
Dude, this is big. Like, big, big. Oh, it might be a double. It might be a double. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Oh.
It's okay. Just find it.
Oh, guys, I was literally just saying we just need a big one. I think this is double digit, guys. I think this is double digit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Noah. No. Dude.
That's so big.
Oh my, bro.
That's an 8+.
Bro.
Oh my god, that fish might be bigger.
Dude.
That's at least 8. At least 8.
8 all day, bro.
On the turtle. Dude, when you hook so.
Dude.
Fletcher, that fish is huge, bro. That's every bit of 8.
I am shaking.
That's an 8 pounder.
I'm shaking, dude. This is the biggest bass I've caught in quite some time.
On the turtle.
On the turtle, bro. It's literally, this is the most patient I've been all day throwing this thing. I've debated at so many points on what I was gonna do.
Dude, she's either, I think she's
Dude,
8.
I can't even get
I don't think she's below 8. She might be 7 something. I think she's 8 though.
She's
8.
8.55.
Yes, 8.5.
8.55.
Jeez, look at that bug eye.
Look at that. Holy smokes, guys. I've been waiting a while to catch a fish like this. It has been a hot minute. I cannot tell you how good it feels to catch a giant like that. My heart is racing.
Dude, my heart is racing.
My heart is racing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's a tank. That is an absolute tank. Oh, we gotta get some pictures.
Yeah,
we gotta get some pictures. Hold on, guys. We got our pictures. It is time to let this megalodon go. Absolutely gorgeous fish. I just cannot get enough of seeing a fish like that. Oh, dude, my heart is thumping. My heart is thumping. It's time to let her go.
Dude.
Come here, big beautiful.
You got me freaking out, man. That was
Come here,
awesome.
Thank you for eating my turtle and inhaling it. It's much appreciated. I know you're ready to go. Let you swim off. Go make some babies. But as you can tell, that was a crazy moment and all my frustration quickly went away. So I'm hoping it is the same case today. We're just gonna have to keep on fishing, see what happens, but hopefully we catch a giant. Well, unfortunately that giant bite never came, but that is okay because that is exactly what keeps us coming back as anglers, chasing that next big fish. But hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to go the extra mile, hit that little bell notification bell as well. But as always, bassing is passion, peace